Surprise!
Hi, everyone!
Welcome to Orbis Overdrive a little bit early.
Well, we got to keep you on your toes. There's so much coming out and so much news to cover, so why not us just jump into it?
Yeah.
It's Resident Movie Miiku.
And your guy Gimmick, and again, welcome back to Orbis Overdrive. Even we were caught off guard. But we hope that everyone is doing well and having a wonderful Thursday afternoon, evening, night, wherever you may be.
Exactly.
And we are here, as always, to review over last night's patch notes and a few extra things with you guys and our special guests. So, without further ado, let us get right into the imprint. Okay, so here's our big overview for this week's notes. So starting off with these four here, and on the next slide we also have the rest that we'll be covering today. There are some bits and pieces that we'll be covering in different sections, so bear with us as we list out a few other things on certain segments. But to start us right off, let us get right into the biggest piece of this update, the new side story, Miracle Maid Kingdom.
Yes, I am so excited to see, okay, maybe it's just me. I had to put in the bows representing the girly pops.
Of course.
I think it's going to be such an exciting, different kind of side story, and I really like how they're kind of bringing back News Rima, Tamarin, and Meg Chloe into this new story, especially for Valentine's Day. So bubbly and cutesy. And have you actually gotten a chance to dive into it yet?
I have just a little bit. I've been able to play a few bits and pieces of the story. So the formatting is similar to a normal side story with the farming events, the easy, medium, hard, and hell modes. And there's also some fun little mini games, mainly like a little dating simulator thing, which is always really fun. You can choose your responses mid-story to help progress it. And it's featuring the new character Alaya as well, which we'll see on the very next slide here. Ooh, here she is in all of her beauty, a rookie musician with a mysterious charm. And is that a thigh ornament I also see, or is that a band-aid?
That is a band-aid for sure. I just need to enhance.
For no other reason. We're not we're not zooming in on our thighs for any other reason.
No.
We just want to observe if the trend of the thigh ornament continues on.
It is a staple here at Epic 7 to have a garter or a thigh thing. And this is the first time giving. It's a band-aid.
I mean, it technically, you could call that an ornament. I mean, it'd be like, putting a little tape around your Christmas tree, but it's still an ornament, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, talking about the artifact, I know some people are already interested in that. Let's go on to the next slide as well to see the artifact, Sweet Miracle.
Ooh, I love this.
Yes. So we'll have to see what these will be unveiled later on.
Yeah.
That will be unveiled on the 7th, I believe, or next week.
Yeah, exactly.
So be sure to stay tuned for that. Anyways, moving into the next segment here, we have a login event for Valentine's Day, so be sure to tune in during this time to get some sweet little goodies, especially the daily energy is super nice for me, but also some other really good goodies.
I'm not going to complain about some free bookmarks, honestly, not going to complain.
And some an artifact ticket too, it looks like, so never a problem there. Anyways, move into the next slide. Now we have the Ancient Inheritance revamp.
Yes, it's back!
Ancient Inheritance is indeed back. We do appreciate your patience. I know that a lot of people were saying, hey, where's Ancient Inheritance? And it looks like the answer was we mainly wanted to take a step back and take a look at how we approach Ancient Inheritance, which we'll be talking a little bit more with our guests. So some things are subject to change, as you might expect, and it's going to be held for 3 weeks, but be sure to log in starting next Monday, join a guild if you haven't, or get ready to plan with your guild, because this is a little bit different than the normal formatting. I'm really excited to talk about it later on, but let's move right into the next slide then. All right, the pet improvement stuff. So this part is mainly quality of life, so I'll be going through a few different bits and pieces, starting with the pet improvements, being that you can now choose the appearance of your pet based upon whatever you've logged into your journal. So long as you've seen it before, even if you sold it, even if you took it away, you are able to change the pet into any look that you would like. So
I'm just gonna make mine all just the cutest ones possible.
Oh, like Kyla?
Exactly.
Dog?
Yeah, just all dogs, and there's Cthulhu, and then sometimes I'll have a plant. I'm very into aesthetics, if you can tell.
Of course. I mean, I feel like if I put all of my pets as Carla, I would not know which one is which, and that'd be a little bit of a problem.
I feel like the next life improvement we need to make is be able to add names.
You can actually rename them.
Oh, you can rename them.
You can rename them. So
I'm
gonna have to show you that later.
You're gonna. You've opened Pandora's box, my friend. You have unleashed a terror that has not been known before.
Please do not put baby names on your pets.
This is baby number 1, baby number 2.
Boy. Anyways, moving into the next bit of QOL here, we also have the expedition improvements. We'll be talking about this a little bit further as well, but you can see by the headline here, we've mainly retuned a lot of the system to look into energy costs and point output, as well as the rewards. So when we speak with our guests, we'll also be talking about that. But let's move into the next slide here, and I'll talk about some of the other stuff before we get into this next slide right now.
But Gimmick, this is the biggest news of them all.
It is the biggest news, but I quickly got to touch on some quick other stuff. We can talk about that.
Okay. Fair. Continue.
But there is just some other quality of life stuff regarding the labyrinth, summoning, world arena, equipment crafting, and the shop UI. So we'll be talking a little bit more about that again once with our guests. But yes, talk about this big thing here.
The big thing, the thing I have never experienced before, the special limited pet event. Yes. Okay.
Yes. You want to? I mean, keep going. I'm not gonna stop your momentum here.
So here's the thing. When I joined the game, I've never seen any of the holiday pets before. I've only had the event-specific pets, and I've seen like Luca and Masha run around with their cool like limited edition holiday pets, and this is my first time. The first time I have a chance to do it. So as a new player and someone who doesn't know a ton, this is super exciting for me because I've been just grinding out pet tickets and I haven't had a chance to actually use them. So this is the first time I feel like it's useful for me.
How many do you have?
I have, at the beginning of the day, I had like, I think like 64.
Okay.
Pets tickets just from like the daily accruement from
from like World Boss and stuff like that.
Exactly,
yeah,
and then I kind of spent a lot of money.
I remember seeing Mashu like, oh, I need to do like a Rift pet.
Yeah.
My great Mashu impression. I gotta do it.
I'm gonna do a great.
Oh, and he has like 800 tickets, and I'm like, what do you mean you have 800 tickets? Or like Luca, she would also be like, oh yeah, I'm like waiting for like the limited pet event, and I see she's got like 500. I'm like.
I know Arisa was also talking that she had a strategy on how to find her pet tickets, but
anyways, let's move on into the next slide here. The Mystic Summon rotation has also changed, so here is the lineup right now. We have Maid Chloe, Zeo, Conqueror Lilius, and Royal of Light. So for all of you PvP fans, these are all very solid heroes to choose from. We'll go a little bit more into detail as well, maybe in the future. But personally speaking, I feel like I actually don't have Maid Chloe yet.
You don't have Maid Chloe?
I do not have Maid Chloe.
Okay, so. I have only Conqueror Lilius from the Moonlight Summon event. With,
the Fallen Land one,
yes,
right?
Exactly, the Fallen Land one. So I've almost unlocked her. I still need to do one more quest left till I can finally unlock her. But I'm really excited about her. But I'm also very interested in Maid Chloe. I feel like she is pretty solid.
She's very good for FRES players. Like there's like a few people who are like notorious for their FRES. Like I know Car6 for a long time used to love playing with FRES. So he would always draft Maid Chloe to boost all of it. 1,600 pet tickets. Oh my goodness! How
do people get this many resources?
Goodness.
There is something of playing the econ from TFT. Y'all are playing the econ somehow.
Everyone's on the econ bill. I don't have much gold left. I mean, I have some, but you know. Someone's saying Maid Chloe is my first ML5 from 3 years ago. Ooh, very special.
That's so good.
I can't remember what my first like actual ML5 was. I think it might have been Solitaria that I had. Or no, it was Designer Lilibet maybe. But anyways.
I was gonna say mine was Requiem Rwana, who just sits in my lobby, and she's just very pretty.
Someone's saying they want the Molagora plushie to come back.
Ooh, let me write a note about that, actually.
Well, ours is vibing in the corner, so we might pull them out and say hi at some point. But yeah, Molagora, I love the Mola plush. They're very silly. My first 3 ML5, your first 3 ML5s were all spez?
No, that's luck.
That's imprints.
No.
Actually, that's coins.
That's
coins, which we'll talk about in the next slide right here with the coin shop rotation.
Woohoo!
Like that segue? All right.
Oh, that's really good, Gimmick. Good job, Gimmick.
Yes, praise me. No, I'm kidding. ADS, Designer Lilibet, and Solitary of the Snow are our ML5 choices, and we have Mui, Yolha, and Mort as our Covenant choices. And it's kind of interesting that they're all Earth heroes.
I was just about to say, I was like, as I'm writing, like, Earth here. Wait, Molagoras plushie. But yeah, it's very interesting. I know I just got Yulha. I gotta still build her, but I know more. Everybody loves more. We're not really seeing a ton of Mui as well.
I like what they did with her exclusive equipment and her new changes. Like they gave her the Force dual attack buff, which is really cool. But I think that, you know, when it comes to openers in this game, there's a lot of very fast heroes, and if you can't make like a super big impact from the get-go, it's really hard to be used, right? So that's the trouble with Mui. But I think that hopefully we can see more of her in the future, or maybe there might be some, you know, balance adjustments going through. But
and definitely some of the, like Archdemon Shadow, design a little bit, Solitaria. I also feel like those are all pretty solid.
Yeah, I think that for the most part, a lot of ML5s are utility. Like they fit a very specific need.
Yes.
You know, ADS with the seal debuff. I know that Nicole has it now as well, but she was notorious for the seal. Design a little bit being a very good anti-debuff character, and then Solitaria is just
she's dominating.
Chaos.
True chaos.
If you want to spray and pray, if you want to just, you know, debilitate your entire opponents, Solitaria, and also the focus blocking.
Yeah,
so.
I see someone saying that I love more too, and it's their first 5-star. Ooh, that's also crazy good.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten more yet, but I'm in chapter 3 now. I am finally starting to fight more, and I can see why people like him a little bit.
He does things.
He does things.
He's
and
very
stuff.
funny. I have a friend who's a very much a Mort gamer. he literally just like first picks Mort and he goes, deal with it. It's great.
Your choice. How do you want to die?
But anyways, as always, we have a guest on our streams for the Orbis Overdrive. So without further ado, let us introduce our guest for this week, Kisuumi.
It's Kisuumi.
Welcome, Kisuumi. If you'd like to take a moment to introduce yourself, feel free to do so now.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys for letting me onto this podcast. Hello, everyone. It is your residential, always sleep-deprived, boba addict, pity queen, Kisuumi, or Kisu for short. Thank you so much for inviting me to this podcast, and let's get started.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot to unpack with this weekend.
Let's just talk about how are you dealing with the current prospects of being a 35-year-old salaryman in this kind of...
We're joining the train on this one.
Well, listen, she has dominated CCB. We shall amp her up, but why don't we actually dive into it? So you were part of CCB. What was it like? What were your thoughts about it being part of like WinFast?
It was honestly a really, really positive experience because it was my very first tournament ever with Epic 7.
Wow.
And to be fair, at the initial beginning, I thought it said the requirements was Masters and under, and I don't really play RT that often, so I said, okay, it's finally my time to shine if it's Masters and under for the competition. Let's go do it. So I signed up and then saw the drafts of all the players. I'm like, huh? This is the same rank because everybody's Emperor and Legend. And thankfully, my team just honestly carried me. Samu, Elf, and Jenna were just amazing people. They were super, super nice. And as a very casual gamer, and I don't really play at a top RT or RT competitive level as them, they really taught me really, really well. And they were super, super sweet and nice too.
Yeah.
So I was very thankful to be able to join WinFast, and they carried me. We legitimately won fast and won the tournament.
Yeah, you guys certainly did win fast.
Yeah.
And that does bring me as well to the other part of, you know, what was going on during CCB. So obviously, not every player was at the exact same level. You know, for CCB, not everybody was a top level legend player finish. But
no one can be elf mage all the time.
But I think that introduces a different part of what we decided to experiment with, which was playing in draft mode for some of our players who might not have been as high level as our top level players. So, you know, what was your experience playing on draft mode? You know, what did you think about it? You know, what do you enjoy about it? And for future events, you know, what do you hope to see for, you know, stuff like this in the future?
Because I felt that draft mode really allowed all sorts of the tiers of players or their player ranks to kind of play together. And also, oh my god, English is hard. But essentially, it's all up to RNG. This doesn't matter about your rank or etc. It just really depends on how you draft and how you kind of just get lucky with the draft mode in general and getting your champions. Because I just basically neumed my way through. I just picked the fastest unit and just prayed that matches, and it somehow worked for the first round. But other than that, I think with the new implementation of a reroll one, it would definitely be a major improvement to draft mode.
Definitely, and we'll be talking about that a little bit as well, a little bit further once we talk about all the update stuff. But yeah, I'm really glad that you had a chance to participate in CCB. It sounded like you had a great time, and yeah, I'm really, I really hope to see more competitions like this in the future for sure. If there was like one person, maybe you would say it was like your rival, who would it have been?
Pizza. My 86-year-old salaryman rival, Pizza Choo Choo, 100%.
The game of the night.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh, well.
Well, why don't we get into what we had for this week's update, starting with the side story for Miracle Maid Kingdom. So, have you had a chance to take a look at the side story, and what do you think about it so far?
For me, I actually haven't really looked at the side story because, generally speaking, from the previous E7 events, they are time gated. From what I kind of been seeing, I'm not too sure if this event's time gated as well. But I'm one of those players that leave everything until the last minute and just spend every single one of my leaves to just finish the event. 3 hours.
So you're just like a binger. You're like, okay, I have 1 week. I'm like, here's gonna be everything. I don't need to wait anymore.
So
Exactly.
This one is it is a 3-week event. So between the different weeks, there will be more chapters unlocking, and it's like one of the standard side stories that isn't that is front page featured. So it is time gated for the time being. So now you know. But have you seen the animated preview? I know that some people were talking about how this actually brought back the animated previews for our side stories, what do you think about the characters who are featured, mainly being Maid Chloe, Muse Rima, and Laya, this new secret character?
Ooh.
I did see the new PV, and the anime shorts are honestly really, really well animated, and it's super, super cute. I seriously love Laya, Maid Chloe, and I think is that Rima in the maid outfit?
Yes.
Super, super adorable, and I really can't wait for what's to uncover in the next couple of chapters or previews for the next update. Laya's character design is so aesthetically pleasing, so I'm also very excited to try and pull for her.
Well, I want to talk a little bit more about that, and what are your thoughts about Laya's looks, and what do you think about the appearance of her artifact? Is it something like this kind of aesthetic kind of matches what you like? I mean, maybe a little bit tonally different than how you are presented now, but
Yeah, for sure. I really love pastelish colors, so definitely the purple eyes, one of my most favorite colors, and then just the overall kind of vibe that I get from her is super soft, and I also really love thighs a lot, so thighs are always a bonus, so 100% always going to be pulling for her. But overall, her character design, no worries. Overall, her character design, absolutely really cute. Super cute.
I was going to ask, I also love that she, I'm not very musically talented, but I love that she's actually playing the bass guitar and animated. They have all the different heroes kind of featured in it too. Everyone got their moment to shine.
Yeah. Have you ever seen those videos that dub over animated music playing, and they actually play how it sounds in it's really
Oh yes.
I wonder what that would look like for our little animated PVs, but
But why don't we hop into Ancient Inheritance revamp?
So the Ancient Inheritance revamp. Just to give everybody a little bit more extra context of what they're revamping. So Ancient Inheritance for this section is going to be way different than how we have had Ancient Inheritance in the past. So the biggest thing being that we are no longer doing the class-based leveling. It is now element-based. So between fire, ice, earth, light, and dark, you can level those up individually. And the fights also now encourage you to take standard fights rather than just bum rushing the boss and trying to get the rewards from there. And lastly, the other big thing is that now keys will drop based on completion, which means that it heavily disincentivizes the loot goblins, which I was a little bit of a loot goblin.
Oh my
not gonna lie.
You being a loot goblin?
Never. But we wanted to get your thoughts as well, Kisuumi. Do you often participate in Ancient Inheritance? And what do you think about these changes? Do you think it's going to be something that'll help you as a player, or were you already just kind of running through everything with your guild, running things over?
So I have something to say about AI. I'm actually not really into the AI changes because I was a loot goblin, so I was part of the problem for AI.
Listen,
sorry to call you out.
No. I will confess with you. I was a loot goblin because I didn't know that if I looted a chest, that it would affect other people from being unable to loot the chest. So I was like, oh, chest, I'll just open it. So we're all recovering.
Hey, don't be afraid, chat. Everyone, raise your hand if you've been a loot goblin. We've all been guilty of it once or twice. But hey, at least now we can really put up a fight and, you know, contribute as a team and really, you know, win together as a team. Win fast even. Sorry. I'll go.
It's okay.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn now. But I was
Anyways.
going to ask, Kisuumi, since you haven't really played a ton of Ancient Inheritance, would this kind of like incentivize you to kind of come back to it where you can fight the ads and kind of get more rewards? It's like a team, or what do you think about the recent changes?
It honestly kind of depends on how fast I'm able to kind of clear the mobs, even with the new recent buffs. Because even previously, when we were doing class versus elements, or now that's elements, as long as I had the sort of the right characters and the right class enhancements, then I could breeze it through it quite easily until the later stages. However, it just kind of depends on what are the multipliers and ratios for this new sort of class system, and what are the rewards. Because if the rewards aren't good enough, then I just don't see the incentive to kind of do AI. Because previously AI gave I think it was level 88 gears, which are really, really good for everybody. And now it's kind of a bit difficult too, because I think when I was reading it over, you needed 16 active people to kind of go through AI. So that requires everybody doing their part of their share, and not just one or two people just hard carrying you through AI. So I kind of do like that sort of, you kind of group together and try to get more active people to start playing, but what are the rewards and how will that sort of transition? If some people are inactive, then what do you do about that? Is there any way to make up for the missing days, make up for the missing energy sort of thing?
Definitely. Yeah, I know there was a lot of people who used to talk about saying, hey, you know, I woke up in the morning and found that my guild is already on floor 2, so I missed the floor 1 reward, stuff like that. There's definitely a lot of stuff about that. But also regarding the equipment, you can actually currently view the equipment that is being presented for this season of Ancient Inheritance. It is speed and health set.
Speed? Oh my gosh, please give me a 25 speeder. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I'm right there with you. I'm like, I saw speed. I was like, we're going to go. We're going to grind this. We're going to do this. I'm going to be participating. No glue gobbling. It's going to be good.
Yeah. So that's why they're presenting this, and it's going to be 3 weeks instead of 4, I believe, as well. So that might be able to change a little bit of things. It's only 3 floors this time as well. So you know, that is another big difference between how it used to be. So I'm excited to see how things turn out, and it sounds like for the most part we're all kind of looking optimistically towards how these changes are working. So. Anyways, that brings us as well into another thing that I didn't discuss during the imprint segment, which is actually the new World Arena season. I know you told us you're such an avid World Arena player, but this season has been announced as confirmed on Stove that the hero will be Briar Witch Issaria. So personally, I am super excited to see how that turns out. I might have gotten a little bit mad at my Briar Witch Issaria recently. I played her with Guiding Light, and so I have missed against Addons before, like twice. And I'm really mad at that, but you know, I can't wait for the skin personally. But what are your thoughts on, you know, these epic skins that we receive in the World Arena?
I'm honestly really, really excited because Briar Witch Issaria is actually one of my very first ML summons, and she's one of my utmost favorite designs alongside the skin version of S10A. So I don't know how they're gonna top her design, but I'm kind of excited to see for the future because the lion skin was honestly really, really well done. So hopefully Briar Witch will be the same thing too.
I was gonna ask, if you had a choice in like kind of talking about what kind of design you'd want this kind of Briar Witch like skin, what would you kind of direction would you want to take it? Would it be more lean into like this kind of dark witchy thing, or would you want to go crazy and be like more super real like technological
crazy
zero defexity?
Yeah. Someone's saying make happy Briar, which
No,
I agree with. Please give her a smile.
But what would you
sorry, I'll keep her depressed. It fits her aesthetic for sure. I really love the witchy aesthetic. I'm so sorry, Briar. You look better when you're depressed.
Okay.
Listen.
Understandable.
Listen, everyone has their type. I like sad boys. She likes sad girls.
True. I have no preference. How do I discuss this?
All right, how about this? Okay, time to take the wheel. I have hands off the wheel. My time. Why don't we just go into the pet improvement? So now we can change the kind of looks of our pets, even if we kind of transmitted them before. Like, what do you think about this kind of changes to like the pet system, or what would you look more into for the system?
I honestly like the direction that they're going for the pet improvement system. The fact that you can change your appearance and then also selecting a skill that you haven't really gone before. I'm sure a lot of people have, or we've discussed this previously, that a lot of people have 1,800 tickets, 2,000 tickets, and they don't get that single skill for, let's say, Rift or Hunt, which are very, very essential for basically your farming and equipment. So I think it's a very, very nice direction to go to, but it's just accessibility on how much are you going to get. Is it going to be keep on staying paid, or is it going to be given out through events and such to select that sort of skill ticket?
Yes. So for some extra context as well, the pet selection, skill selection is part of a pack that is currently in the new shop. It is a new thing that has been implemented where you can use it and you can select a pet with a certain skill type, any choice for S tier. So it's pretty interesting to see that. I'm very tempted to maybe finish off my Rift pet with that, but you know, there's also speaking of pets as well. There's also the New Year's pet in the shop too as well, a little dragon, which is really cute.
Oh, he's
The
so
dragon
cute.
one's so cute. Yeah, super, super cute.
I was gonna ask, Kisuumi, have you gotten the new pet yet, or are you still kind of debating at the moment?
I kind of used up all my pet tickets a while back, so I got no more. And I learned my lesson of spending gold for the pet shop ticket, so I don't have any tickets to even pull right now for the limits option for special events. But I do really want to do it once I get enough tickets.
It's very costly to buy pet tickets. That's why I'm always like apprehensive. I'm like, do I really want to?
I keep forgetting they're like 1,000,000 gold a
They're like-
pop. I'm
yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
this could have gone to something else. I could
Exactly.
have gone to gear.
So, I mean, that's how it is. Is there a personal favorite pet you have, maybe, or maybe a pet you would want to see in the future?
Ooh, I really want a really cute fox. I don't know if there's a fox pet out yet, or a nine-tails fox. Not too sure.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Like a
Or even a
kitsune
rabbit.
Yeah,
almost.
kitsune.
Yeah, kitsune or rabbit.
I like
those
that.
would be
That's a cool design. All right, so then we have the other improvements and the quality of life stuff. So I will just quickly list through these as best I can. So starting with I'm gonna go through the smaller ones and then we can talk about the big ones afterwards. But let's talk about the smaller ones, which is the teleport and the labyrinth. For summoning, you can now group summon the rest of your free summons. So we have a lot of campaigns where we get extra summons. Sometimes it's like +10, sometimes it's like +7. So now you can group summon the rest of your free summons without having to force to spend bookmarks for a 10 pull. So it'll just give you whatever it has remaining and just lets you pull quickly, which is nice. The equipment crafting has a counter whenever you're crafting equipment to how close you are to your epic craft. There is the World Arena where you have the E7GG link, which is the stats page, now linked into the main screen of World Arena. And finally, for the shop UI has gotten a completely fresh new look. So just talking about these all in general, you know, like quality of life is such a big thing that we put a lot of time into, especially with our updates. Do you feel like, you know, where do you see like the most impact for the quality of life stuff for sure? And where would you want to see, you know, other things improved or change in the future?
Oh, definitely the labyrinth. I think the fact that the teleporters have been added to the nightmare raid, it's been so long, since a lot of people have been asking for it, and the fact that we don't have to do the walk of shame anymore, we can do the teleport of shame, that we don't have to waste so much time just getting up to that boss and try to kill it, because at the end of the day, it's a gacha. We want to farm, we don't want to keep spending hours and hours trying to walk to the boss and trying to refight it too.
It does save morale too, which is important. You know, people want to be at like
well.
their top morale when they're fighting the nightmare bosses. I actually personally, I am probably going to try doing nightmare for the first time this month. I tried last month, but I forgot that if you do hell raid or like non-nightmare raid and you clear everything out, you actually can't do it again in nightmare. So I had to wait for this month for that. But
Good luck.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely see where that's like a huge improvement. But you know, if for any other, you know, general quality of life you would want to see in the future, or anything that you've noticed that you would want to see, you know, adjusted in the future for that? Or in
Yes,
general?
not so much of nightmare wise, but I do think that we should have a substat mod gem pity, because just having it drop, I think from was it just expeditions so far I think, and then the events. We really want to be able to choose our boxes, or even more ways of getting more of these subset mod gems. And also, I still hate it. I'm sorry, E7, but I really hate it at how we still have to spend gold to unequip equipment. I don't have that much gold to upgrade. I don't have gold to unequip. I have too many characters to unequip, and being forced to only using that one day unequip, or waiting for a day to get a free unequip buff, it's just a little bit redundant. And I just want to be able to re-gear my characters anytime. And it also costs way too much gold. Yep.
Yeah, let me write that down. I know we see this a lot on the Discord. Everyone talking about the cost of the unequip and everything. So I know a lot of people feel very passionately about this. So don't worry. I'm taking notes of everything and sending it to the devs so that they are aware of this. And hopefully we'll see what can happen.
Yeah, we try to take as much feedback as we can for sure. And with that as well, I mean, you were just talking about Expedition. Let's talk about the last big QOL, which I think was probably the biggest change, which is the Expedition rework. So the biggest thing about this is, aside from the general quality of life that allows us to now claim all for all of our expeditions, which is super nice for me who likes to do all 20 at a time and then just claim them all at the end. That's super nice. But there's also been some adjustments to the stamina cost for entry, and the rewards have also been scaled a little bit to the energy as well. You know, what do you think about these changes so far? And also, I think the biggest thing that a lot of people are talking about is the amount of points you get just from completing an expo now. You feel like you can definitely reach the 2,000 point marker a lot quicker than you used to be able to. So.
I honestly really love this change in that, well, I like half of the change because of the fact that you get more points so that you get to finish the expedition faster. So for instance, I think for the past couple months even, I have never maxed out the expedition default because one, it just takes way too much energy, and two, to be fair, the points that they give doesn't really give you that much. I think it was 60 or 80 points, and if you give it to everybody, it halves the points or something like that.
And
it's
now 60 for general completion, 80 for friends.
Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, so 60 and 80, which is really enough for 2,000 points throughout, I think, the month.
Yeah.
Now I believe it's 135. However, what I don't like about it is that the stamina cost. It's 30 stamina, and I think you did mention that the rewards are a little bit nerfed, or do we get less charms, or how does the drops kind of impacted through the stamina cost? Because
so the main thing
30, to be fair, is a lot.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the main things that have been changed is that the gold is tweaked around the same, and then there's an increase in Reforge mat and a slight decrease in the mod gems. So.
Okay.
So that's how it is at the current moment. But yeah, I certainly know there's a lot of open discussion about that. So that's why we wanted to talk with you in chat as well. Feel free to to put in your own thoughts about the moment for Expedition and stuff like that. I mean, personally, I definitely am with you that it takes a lot of time to max up expos. I was literally finishing them yesterday so I could complete the Expedition pass for the bundle and stuff like that, because I need all those Reforge mats. So, but it's a lot of time, yeah. But.
Yeah, I'm just, the increased energy cost really discourages from doing expos. Yeah, I was gonna say that was always kind of like my thing too. It's just like I would save all my energy and like complete it all, and then be like, do I have enough leaves?
Yeah, do I have enough time? Do I have enough energy? It certainly was a lot. So I think that it definitely is like a bit of a balancing game. So I'm excited to see how people feel about it. But I think the time cost also definitely helps a lot. So.
And also the purple, I think the purple was the highest rarity for the mod stats, right? Was that also nerfed, I think, for the expeditions? Or
for
is it same
greater
drop
and
rate
lesser
as
charms?
before?
Or not charms, greater and lesser mod
sorry.
gems? Yes, I believe
Yeah.
those are the ones that were slightly turned down. So I think a lot of people are talking about that at the moment. I do see a lot about that in the discussion in chat. Some people saying, my issue is the greater mod gems. It used to be 18 for one, now it's 30, even though it's an increased drop rate. It kind of feels bad, right? So we're definitely taking this feedback into account. But this is why we have these conversations, right?
Yeah, thank you.
So. And I think that's about everything in terms of the general update for this week. But we also had, as you know, over the past couple of weeks, we had the Meta News Express mail. And I know someone on Twitter was certainly talking a lot about what was announced.
Oh, yeah. She kind of blew up on Twitter, not going to lie.
Oh boy, but we did talk a little bit about the pet quality of life already and the new side story. Those were two of the videos that were discussed, but we also had, as we were talking about earlier with draft mode, we have some pretty big announcements for draft mode, which is the first one being a fully dedicated queue coming out this year. So now during certain times of the day, you will be able to queue up into this special draft mode queue, and you'll be able to play against other players without having to be in the mock lobby. And I think this is really important too, is because it is also available for lower ranked players. So for World Arena, you do need to be ranked 60. So to say, hey, let's get your training wheels on. Let's experience real time combat. Let's put you into draft mode first because maybe not all of your heroes are ready to go, right? And I think that's super exciting.
Yeah.
But as a masterful draft mode player, what are your thoughts about the draft mode lobby and also the reroll mechanic, which now allows you to do one refresh of your heroes when you're selecting heroes?
I think the fact that they added a reroll to the draft mode is a major, major, major improvement to basically building your team composition and just allowing yourself to have a bit more better chances at winning, and also just in general being feels a little bit better about what you kind of got with RNG, a little bit less than the RNG. But overall, I'm really happy that they announced the draft mode because not everybody has a 29 speed gear to play against Elf, Jenna, etc. Kana.
Definitely.
So it's always great to have all sorts of player levels and all sorts of people who have all sorts of gear to be able to have that sort of standardized sort of gameplay to be able to spam. I think it was 3 times a day for 2 hours each.
Yes, so there are 3 2-hour periods per day, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was writing notes. Like, I'm personally so excited for draft mode because that's like the mode I was most excited to finally play when I started playing because I don't have any good geared heroes. That's kind of obvious. Yet. One day. My Wyvern 13 team is pretty solid. But I think it was also really intimidating when I finally realized I had to create a custom game and have somebody who I don't really know kind of come into it. Versus now, with the new draft changes, I can just go in and I can be thrown up with somebody else who's also wanting to play this game and learn. And with it being a lower rank cap of 40, it incentivizes these new players, unexperienced players, to really get those training wheels, get a sense of how do you draft, other than just praying to DJ in a way to see if RNG is on your side and
Definitely.
if the person you're going against isn't smurfing a champion rank when you're just I might be bronze.
Yeah, well, I think that the 2-hour period is definitely an interesting thing. I think it's a great way to get people into it together, right? Some people are saying that they like draft mode. It's a really good way to test heroes. It's I think it's a great way to see where heroes synergize and work with each other, so that when you then learn to play on your own, you're like, hey, I think these characters definitely have good synergy together. Someone's also asking, in draft mode, will we be able to play units that we don't have? Yes, these are all pre-selected heroes in a certain pool. Even if you don't have them available, they'll be fully statted out with full equipment gear and stuff like that. You can see the stats. That's why it's pretty important for people who might not be ready to go into full World Arena. That's kind of the best part.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of, it's a really a game kind of like this. I would say it reminds me a little bit of League, ARAM, where you have these heroes and you just have to learn their kits, and so you can learn how they synergize against one another. And so, especially in this, where you have all the stats and all the heroes are pre-built, you're kind of having your own little account provided to you. You're here's all your team, go have fun, experiment, have there's no worry of failing or anything like that because you're just gonna keep moving along. You're learning everything.
Yeah. But I did want to ask, what do you think about the 2-hour periods per day? Is that something that might be maybe a little bit too thin, a little bit too long? Will it be able to congregate all these players who might be interested in draft mode over World Arena? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I personally think that the 2 hours, depending on the time, is a bit too restrictive because a lot of the time people have work meetings from 8 to 10, and another work meeting from the 2-hour session, and another work meeting at the other session or another business meeting.
Goodness.
So I just really kind of want to be able to have a concrete, probably just 1 6-hour session that's open, not 2 hours at a time, because not everybody has that 2 hours to spare at those certain intervals.
I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's what it's doing is mainly to account for different time zones, though.
Yeah.
For your global players and your EU players and your Asia players, right? I think it's where they're coming from. But yeah, I think somebody said, if it really pops off, it might be available all the time. But I'm excited to see, how it works for sure.
I know. Yeah, Divine was talking about during CCB when it gives it, since there might be just a small pool of people playing draft mode, it keeps that pool relatively contained, so everybody can play as many games as they want within that time. But also too. I can see the concern about it's only 2-hour periods. Maybe again, you're saying, maybe there's a meeting, or maybe I have to go get groceries or something, and I can't get to play draft for that little 2-hour period, so I have to wait till the next 2-hour period.
Exactly. Because if it's at 12, I'm getting boba. I am not going to be playing draft at 12 p.m.
12 o'clock is my boba time. I cannot miss it. It is necessary, and I've been missing it too often lately.
Oh no.
Exactly.
I mean, couldn't you be in line like playing draft mode and then getting your boba?
No,
Or is it
no.
like, you know,
Would you really want to play draft mode while you're in line? I have to think about my order.
You have
for
to think
boba.
about it. Like, do I want aloe? Do I want like grass jelly, or do I want boba?
Exactly.
There are so many
Exactly.
thoughts, Gimmick, when you're ordering boba. I feel like
Yeah.
Kisuumi and I understand there's like a boba kind of thing.
you guys have thoughts?
120% agree. Yes, yes.
Yes, I have lots of thoughts.
I didn't know it was so specific. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely something promising. I'm very excited. And then just in general for, you know, all these Metadine announcements, I know a lot of people are very excited to see Metadine pop up in our inboxes. And, you know, what are you saying, like, what do you think are, like, you're most excited for, at least out of everything that's been announced in the most recent Metadine? And chat, feel free to talk about it too as well.
I'm honestly just excited to see new units. I watched that Metadine update preview, and I can't believe that there's so many gorgeous units coming out. And I have no skies. Well, I kind of do have a little bit of skies, but
I have many thoughts, so we can definitely talk about this. Like, I have like a little list right here of all like the the heroes. Like, I know Laya was announced there. I love her S3 like kind of mock animation where you see like her little portraits of her playing the bass and then her just throwing it across the room.
Yeet. Yeah. It's really fun.
Yeah,
Someone
the
saying-
Emerald Tamarin skin, the Emerald Poly, and I think, are we getting 3 Senyas? Because one from the E7 World Cup and then the mini Senya, and then was there another Senya coming out, or was it just 2?
I genuinely am not sure. Like, when I saw that thing, I was like, that is a new unit in my brain.
It's so cute. Super
but I'm
cute.
not, I know, I've seen so much discussion online, like, about it as well.
I mean, as a Senya enjoyer, I would certainly be happy to see 3 Senyas, but I have personally no idea. I
have no idea.
I'd love to put a bet on it, maybe, but
A bet?
Okay, maybe not, but I'm not that confident.
Can we bring
all
out the torture wheel that Luca used to have?
Oh my god, not the mint ice water.
No, it'll be
again.
great. I'll do the last dab. You do the mint, like the crazy mint in the ice water, and we'll duel it out.
Don't
We'll do
remind
it.
me. I can feel the pain in my throat already back.
Listen, I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to do this right now.
For 3 Senyas?
No, I'm on team. It's a new unit.
Wait, isn't it?
It's not a Senya, right?
That's
It's
my
not a
bet.
Senya. I thought there was green Senya, and then there's the little Senya, and then there's the Senya skin, right?
So I know there's that wolf one. There's that bride-looking skin that I see
yeah, the
people
bride
chatting
one.
about, and then there's definitely young Senya. I'm not disagreeing. Young Senya is young Senya.
No,
Yeah.
it's I don't know, man. I don't want to be wrong about that, but like,
All right, you know what?
like
If you're too chicken, it's fine.
not gonna say about that.
It's okay, I'm
Anyway.
still pulling for them anyway. They're beautiful.
But yeah, there's
Who
definitely a lot
doesn't
of
want a
discussion
bride skin?
about everything. You know,
Yeah.
is the Tama skin, is the Tama a unit? You know, it's like, I mean, there's so many different precedents, right? Like, if Tama is like a skin, that's the first hero with 2 skins, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
really
well,
wonder if
tech-
it's a unit or a skin, but it looks really, really nice though overall.
I think it looks really, really cute. I really, I'm hoping it'll come out, but we'll just see. We'll see if it's everything, and
And
then
the ballerina. There's just like there's so many different things for sure.
yeah, exactly. I personally, okay, this is just me being a nerd. I like the fact that we saw Genua, like the NPC that's been with Dagger Sakar for so long, finally become a playable character, and his S3 like.
Well, we
like,
don't know if it's a playable character. He's got a cool animation though. Who
I
Wait, is
think
that
he's
the
gonna be
dude?
playable.
Alleged character.
He was in the preview.
Oh, I wanted the male servant from, I think, Cilius's Garden storyline, but I don't think that there's a streak of NPCs getting playable characters, right? Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
no,
No,
you
you
go.
go ahead. I've got nothing to say.
I was gonna say, I know a lot of people always talk about support model Brian as them wanting to make that into like an actual playable character, and but it's been so long since chapter 3 was
Episode 3, yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we talk about the recent side story as well, made Chloe as part of Policia, so it technically still is episode 3.
Well,
and if we want
oh.
to talk about Senya, right? Senya is also an episode 3 hero, right? There's still we can hold our hope for Venus, and I'm sure chat would love to as well. Also, we have a poll going for the punishment game.
Punishment game. Punishment game.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna
Punishment
go gray.
game?
You're gonna go.
I'm gonna go gray in the next 2-3 years. We do all this. Save me, chat. Save me.
There's no saving you now.
There's no saving you.
Just
But
accept it.
boy.
Kind of also going through some of the other kind of character previews of like the new units. There was also that sailor with like the little ears and the parrot.
I want to see what that, because like there's been so much with the Conqueror of the Oceans story, right? There's been Landy and there's been Pirate Captain Flan. There's been so much about that, and I think also two other heroes who are part of that are, I think Spirit Eye Celine and Moonimani Dominion are also part of that, right?
Oh.
So there's so I love branching these ML stories out for sure. Yeah.
But what do you think about like the design, or would you want to see more of these kind of like pirate ocean themed heroes?
I would probably like to prefer swimsuits just because I'm more preferential to husbandos and waifus and swimsuits more.
Fair enough.
Because for instance, my first triple SS unit was Seaside Summertime Assyria, and I seriously love how elegant she is in that swimsuit. So I'm more preferential to that sort of theme. Though an underwater sort of theme would be also really great too.
So you're saying to take a character and put him in a scuba suit, right? With the big bell over the head and everything.
I think
like
she's
that?
saying she wants Pavel's summer like NPC skin.
that one.
Okay, sure, yeah, that works too.
Yeah, that works too. All
I
right.
see you had something else in mind. We certainly know that a lot of the recent summer heroes have been very popular. I know a lot of people are fans of Ocean Breeze Luluka and Lethe and Summertime Assyria. There's like definitely the summer aesthetic is very nice
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, I bought the Montmorency one as well. Like there's you
Of
know,
course, but you also love Montmorency.
I'm a Momo enjoyer. Yeah. But anyways,
I know we kind of went over everything. Did
Yep.
you want to then throw it into the sanctuary?
I think so. Yeah, as we know, we always like to prepare a little game for everybody here in the chat with our creator. So, without further ado, let us get right into the sanctuary then. I dispatched. So I was thinking that today, just given that we have the Queen of Draft Mode, 100% win rate.
I do
Let
not
us
have
have
100% win.
fun
What the heck?
and have some
Absolutely not.
chat play against Kisuumi. I think you and I could also play a round too. I
Yeah.
think.
Yep.
So why don't we just head into the mock lobbies here and get a draft mode arena going here. First come, first serve is not the case here. We're gonna have a little bit of a little random drawing to see who will fight against the draft queen. So let's do this here, draft mode. I'm just gonna call
Can we
it
pick
DRAFT.
if they answer my question right, too? Would
Yes,
that work
we can
too?
do that for sure. Why
Okay.
is my iPad being silly?
Oh,
Draft.
silly iPad.
Silly iPad. I'm not gonna even add a password. We're just gonna go straight into it right here. If you see it, come join us and make sure Kisuumi has a slot too, please. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, draft.
Gimmick needs more gold. I kind of do need more
Yeah,
gold,
I think
don't
I actually think he needs more sky stones.
we don't talk about my sky stuff, all right?
I think he actually needs some more mystics,
I hope
more
a
mats,
lot.
just everything.
Yeah, I need more of everything. I need to buy more gold packs. I need to buy more everything for sure. So come one and come all chat. Come join us here. I need to also make sure that Kisuumi comes in here first.
Yeah, thank you.
There
I
you
think I
are.
joined the wrong one because the other one also said draft. Whoops.
Oh, there's another one that just said
Oh,
draft.
the one that said draft. Like, oh, okay, they're already playing without me.
No, we wouldn't forget you. But let's see here. So I guess given the time that we have, I think we can I'll do one round with, how about both of us fight against Kisuumi?
Yes.
And then
Sounds good.
we'll have Kisuumi select 2 people from chat to play against Kisuumi. So without further ado, let's also change, what kind of background do you like, Kisuumi, for the arena?
There's backgrounds in the arena.
Yeah, you can change them.
I'm learning things too, girl. I did not know this
Oh.
thing had.
Maybe,
This is so cool.
maybe because we're
Let's go
talking
with
about the
summer.
beach, we'll have a little bit of Christmas in
Ooh.
February, or like a little summer in February. All right, let's
Sounds
do
good.
it. Let's go. Make sure it's okay. Best of
All
one.
right.
Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna
Bring
bring the
you me.
iPad also into the center here, so that. Also, no looking on my screen, please.
No log, no cheating.
Alright,
All right, all right.
I think the best choice.
I think-
yeah.
I think-
I'll let you make the choice here.
Oh, I think that is the smartest
Yeah,
choice.
you- okay, okay,
yeah,
you
yeah,
go with that
yeah,
one?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah.
one? Okay, cool.
I watched
like
enough
sunlight.
cricket.
Okay, cool.
Ooh,
Okay,
okay.
good start. All right, I'm gonna see. Okay, go ahead and make that second pick.
Oh,
This is tough.
initially I'm going for that one.
I think that just because of the way the things are laid out, I would go with that one. But
Oh, sorry. Moving.
thank you.
Hold on, I'm moving my mic closer.
We gotta
Yeah,
lock.
we gotta
We're
lock-
locking
we're
in.
locking
We're
in.
locking in. All right, I personally, I'm saying this one, but
You think so? But
I think it's just because I think it lets us hold a good precedent over the opponent.
All right.
So
You know what?
We'll go with that one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Witness the power of the chosen.
All right. Oh, they got two openers now.
Oh my gosh, you have 2 openers too.
Okay.
Oh.
Are we just going fast?
I'm not going fast. This is my first time actually getting to play with Gimmick, so.
This is gonna be fun. All right. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna be hands
No,
off on this one.
I need you here. I need this.
I would say it's probably between these two.
Yeah. I'm between those two.
But there's nothing that sets a precedent for that one just yet.
Yeah,
so.
I feel like that one's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go with that. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing that.
We are going fast.
We're not going fast. We're talking it through.
Oh, you have 3 openers. What do you mean?
Pretty girl team. Pretty girl
What do we
team.
do here?
Oh, easy. Easy.
Oh, no.
Easy.
You know what? If you want to lock in, you can lock in on that one. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I forget if 8 Cooley is a speed. Oh shit, whoops. I said it. Wait, is 8 Cooley a speed imprint?
I mean-
Hold up.
I would be open to considering.
If you want, okay.
let's
Okay.
see.
I mean, personally, I'm leading this one. but
Really?
yeah, I think there's a
Go for
good
that
setup
one.
here, but I don't know. This one's got our hands tied a little bit.
Well, we would have to be really conditional with that one.
Yeah. I mean, all of them are conditional. Let's be real here.
All right, I'm leaving it up to you.
No,
I'm-
you take
no,
it.
I
No,
can't
we
do
have-
the.
we have 10 seconds.
Give me the
No,
hand.
all right, fine.
Do it.
You got this.
No.
All right, I'll go with that one. Okay.
All right, all right.
Okay.
What should I test next?
Okay. You.
Ooh.
Okay.
All
okay.
right. All
Yeah,
right.
we need to end this off.
Okay.
I think we. Yeah.
Yeah.
handshake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Handshake.
Handshake,
We got this.
handshake,
Yeah. Go fast. We win.
All right.
All right. Let's see.
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah. No. We definitely pulled this one away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was like. That was the fastest
Quick!
thing.
Get it away!
I'm so scared.
Get it away from me! I don't think either of us have.
know.
I feel like after this ban phase, I think none of us have DPS.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Ooh,
Ooh.
interesting. This is gonna be tough.
All right.
All right, let's see how it goes. You want me to play the draft?
I'll support you.
All right, let's do
All right,
it.
Kisuumi, you ready?
Thank you.
Find me.
Oh my God, everyone is just
Emperor.
fast.
Oh, wait, why is Rin second
She's
up?
an opener.
I know she's an
I
opener.
gotta block her back. I think.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just surprised she
Me.
went faster than see Lilius.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's 302, and then Rin is Lilius is 290, I think, and then
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they made because Lone Crescent Rin was, or not Lone Crescent, excuse me, Moon Crescent Rin. It was supposed to be like this new introduction to an opener, so I think they wanted to give her a lot of speed for that.
Okay.
So we're gonna push back a bit. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're all gonna go sleepy time, except
Sleepy
for Mort.
night-night.
Except for Mort. Mort no sleepy.
He powerful.
Yeah,
He's strong.
he's strong.
He's strong.
He does not
You
sleep.
can't see this on camera. We're going. We're strong.
we're
We're
strong.
strong.
All right, everyone's gonna go to sleep here. I think I see the play here that I think that Kisuumi's gonna go for. Yes, counter, crit.
Oh, ooh.
Boost everybody. Yeah, that's
Yes,
my boy. That's
more
my
gaming.
boy.
More gaming.
Okay, everyone
Yeah.
else is asleep though. This is an issue. All right, now we just pray. Now we just pray that he doesn't get provoked. but
Oh,
this is not looking too good. I got
This
like
is a
I've
lot
got,
of
like 80,
debuffs.
I've got 80 debuffs on me right now.
that's a. Oh my goodness
We'll
gracious.
be okay. We'll be okay. It's just that we got to make sure that Mort does not explode, which I'm concerned about.
Oh.
And I get 2 turn provoked.
Oh, resist!
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Should be happy I'm here.
All right. All right.
Rin's back in play.
Interesting.
Okay.
I wonder.
Gonna go for the stun.
Oh, stun. Okay.
Okay.
Now.
I think we just.
I think we gotta. Yeah.
feast your eyes for a real spectacle.
And here he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, okay, we put
Oh,
him down.
oh, oh,
That was
oh.
not a lot of damage.
Not a lot of
Oh, it's probably
damage.
because attack down.
Yeah, but yeah, we had attack down. Yeah.
We're kind of getting death by 1,000 paper cuts right
Yeah.
Today's show is
Maybe will we actually be able to play other characters other
Maybe.
than more? Maybe.
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 now. Full opener meta. It is time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is why she's the queen of draft mode and I'm not.
Yeah.
Because things aren't looking 100% great for us right now.
Yeah, Kisuumi's rocking our world.
Yeah. Look at I think it's also on RNL, so we're gonna get a lot. That did 12K.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh
Oh
pal.
boy, oh boy, oh boy. I know we're gonna get RNL.
You've never seen anything like this.
Oh, the
she's
stun.
okay,
She
she's
got.
okay.
Oh, everyone's sleeping or stunned, and then there's more.
Yeah, Zio's just vibing.
Yeah.
Highest attack is flan? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh,
Isn't it
wow.
highest attack?
Apparently.
Dang.
Kind of
Oh,
insane.
she's got attack buff.
Oh, that's
All
hilarious.
right, Zio.
Zio's
done.
away.
Mort, please do something.
More!
Mort, please.
Oh, Rin. I think she's
If
gonna
I take out
stun.
Rin, I think it's gonna be okay. But
We'll see, we'll see.
I hope I proc RNL here.
Unforgettable.
honestly,
This is intense.
This is tough. I think we're actually gonna.
That barely did any damage.
No.
Oh.
They're gonna dual attack into her as well. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the sleeps off. No.
Oh, goodbye.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's tough.
dang it.
All right, we still have a chance though. We have to just take out Rin, I think, and we'll be okay.
All right. More God will descend from Covenant.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
increases chance to 100%. So I'm just gonna do that just in case.
Yeah.
I think I might be off cooldown on that. Okay.
There we
All
go.
right, we have
there
some buffs.
we
We
go.
have some
Got
buffs, and my defense break is gone. Okay.
All right. Now we only have to worry about the sleeps, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Activate Mort mode, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta start more gaming.
Yeah, we gotta.
Oh, she has so much pushing though.
Oh.
Are you on cooldown already? No, you got one more turn.
Oh, Stell.
You have. Yeah, she has S3 soon.
I'll make you kneel.
And it's gonna
Ooh.
provoke, and you're gonna. Just,
I think.
I'm just gonna go into.
Yeah.
Don't try anything sneaky.
Because then we also have provoke.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
no, I think we're dead by 1,000 paper cuts.
No.
I think that it's probably
We can't
best.
go past this this 100% like win
What the
rate, draft mode.
I think I'm just
queen.
gonna have to top right a little earlier so that other people can get a chance to go through. So I think that I'm gonna shake hands here and say, Kisuumi,
Kisuumi.
yeah, you're too good
All
for
praise.
us.
Okay.
All
It's okay, he
praise.
resisted defense break.
And a silver. It
Oh
is
my God.
Oh wait, is things still going? Wait, things
Yeah,
are still
so-
going.
What? We yielded.
I thought I did.
All right.
Here, I'll try it again. Yeah, confirm.
GG.
There we go. I guess it goes afterwards. I
I
don't
guess.
Yeah,
know. We'll get Chad to go and play here as well.
Yeah,
there
yeah,
we go.
Gee, look at chat play.
GG.
All right,
I had
so
no damage.
No, you rocked our world.
you were damaging me mentally.
You know what? I was so confident with the Fumir pick.
Oh, man.
But you know what? That was such a great game. So why don't Kisuumi, why don't you pick somebody?
Yeah, maybe get someone who can type into the into the lobby chat, and we'll have
Sure.
them. Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask a question in the lobby chat, and then the first person to say it basically gets the verse against you.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
My favorite.
Good job. So proud
Okay,
of
and the
us.
first person to answer that question correctly gets the verse against me, and I'm pretty no, it's not Boba. DDR. Okay, Neuro Zero got it.
All
It is
right.
my
All right.
favorite.
Let's get it going then.
Let's go, Neuro.
All right.
Sorry, the hawk is so last year.
Oh, dang. Le fish chocolat.
Okay. Ooh, let's look at these picks.
You
Gimmick.
guys are so creative with your profile cards. All right, we have some solid openers
Ooh,
here.
yeah, there's some really good. Ooh,
It's
going
hard for me to
fast
pick
already,
for
going
that.
with the novel on the last rider crowd.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are some pretty solid. You know, Neuro's probably going more towards standard, and now Kasumi is taking more of an aggro stance for sure.
Mhm, definitely.
What do we got here?
Yeah.
Fairy Tale.
Tale, Infinite Horizon, Arcades, and Abigail.
And then we got Sage Ball, Solitaria, and a further Kawazu. These are tougher picks. These are a lot more flex picks. You know, it's like, oh, I feel like we probably shouldn't be announcing that directly to
Ooh.
our
Yes.
opponent, but you know,
No, it's okay. I can mute.
it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But yeah, like these, I think we're noticing just like a lot of interesting picks to flex into here. Yeah, okay.
Well, okay,
So
interesting.
Kasumi going more for like a control route, which makes sense, and then actually, you know, Inferno and Kawazu can actually be very strong against characters like Qual who use these AoEs.
Okay, interesting. Does he like kind of punish those AoE attacks?
He does. So when he takes an AoE attack, he'll push himself up and grant himself Rage, which then can let him do a ton of damage. So
Gotcha. And then Fairy Tale Tenebria, is she more like a control unit? Kind
she
of.
is, yeah. So she has a special thing where if if someone with a provoke hits her or hits someone, she'll shuffle cards and hit everybody.
Gotcha. And then
Which
we
is
also
funny.
seen Operator Secret and more getting drafted.
Yes.
So definitely a lot of power over on the left side.
Yes,
Oh.
definitely. So
I may be
the
kind
thing
of
is-
dead though.
Sharoon and
Sharoon.
Celine. So now punishing non-attack skills with Celine, and then also what's pretty interesting is that, excuse me, if Operator Cigarette goes through, right, and the Qual is being used in the like use in like in the proper
Yeah.
hands, she'll
Yeah.
AoE. Last Rider Crow will put on barriers, and then Operator Secret will destroy a barrier.
Interesting.
Essentially, yeah.
And now we're seeing the A-Ross and Lilius getting picked. Okay.
Yeah, so just some last minute tank
kinda-
pivots.
yeah.
Pretty interesting. I'm excited to see what comes out of this, but right now
Yeah.
Kisuumi has a good chance so long as LRK stays in. But I think Neuro has a good chance here
Yeah.
with the. I mean, there's a lot of good choices here. Like not being able to push any characters with non-attack skills is pretty huge.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though,
Oof.
Kisuumi
they let
does
the
not have
Knockwall go
anyone who uses
through.
non-attack skills.
Gotcha.
So Celine is a little bit troubled here. But we
Yeah.
have 3 knights and Celine, so we have a lot of powerhouse damage and tank it is.
Yeah, seems like this is going to be pretty good with the debuffs and the like just straight attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's also saying Sharoon's really good here because of the amount of buffs that the opponent will also receive. That is also true. So
Yeah.
we'll have to see how this goes here.
I hope it lands.
That's how we all think.
Woof.
Let's see. Landing most of them.
Or
It looks like
resistance.
Celine is untouched.
Interesting.
So we'll have to see how this goes here. Maybe
right.
sealing Celine. I don't know. This
I
will
was
be-
gonna think maybe sealing the.
Oh wow, what the heck are
Ooh,
resistance?
double resistance.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
wow.
It's okay.
That is unfortunate.
Cry in this beautiful illusion.
Oh, I've never actually seen Fairy Tale Tenebria's like
She's
animations.
Luca would be very mad to hear that.
It was before my time. I'm sorry.
But there's all the card
there's
shuffling.
the card shuffle
Yeah.
attacks the
She
whole
just
thing.
she just throws a ton of debuffs on.
Yeah.
So.
I can see why she kind of ran rampant in
Yeah.
RTA for a while.
Yeah, she was pretty good, and then after her changes in the most like in a recent bounce adjustment, she became very prominent once again.
Ooh.
Lot of
wow,
venom here.
lot of it. Now Celine is stunned.
Yeah, well, she was stunned by the Fairy Tale Tenebria.
Oh, sorry, apologies.
No, you're fine.
I was not keeping track of that.
It's hard to. It's like this game is very back and forth, right?
Yeah, it's a lot happening.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
So the crowd's gotta go vroom vroom.
I'm gonna go zoom zoom.
Yes. Injury is playing through from Sharoon though, which is gonna make things a little bit tough here. But some good damage here.
Ooh.
Mort will also put some good damage. The tough part is that Mort and Last Rider Crow, they are both characters who utilize health scaling, and Venom puts on injury. So.
Gotcha, so
oh
they're
wait! Oh, there's an attack skill. That's huge.
Wow.
Oh, I thought I sealed it. Whoops.
I forgot about Lilius's skill 2 now being a non-attack skill that she uses like that.
Wow.
That's
forgot
huge.
my
I'm gonna take
Knuckles
out
seal
either
didn't go
Sharoon or the
through.
Fairy
I
Tale.
think it's Sharoon. Sharoon's gone.
Yeah, she's out of here.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Nice. And she's got the stealthy, so she's now gonna be harder
So-
to target. now.
Yeah, and she has the evasion.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Last Rider Crow
Yeah.
can no longer decrease his cooldown with the seal.
Ooh, and yeah, I just noticed A-Ross is also taking a little chip down damage too.
He is an
Yeah.
Arias hero, so
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
gonna be sharing damage for a lot.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh.
Push
ooh.
back, good dual
Push
attack
back.
there.
Nice.
Okay, Naqual's going through. Someone saying Celine carry. Yeah, it's looking like that, but maybe if
I'm
she
so
doesn't
sad
dodge
it didn't
this.
land the seal.
Ooh, good dodge there on Celine's end.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe the RNG will be good. We'll see.
We'll see. She's only got skill 1 at the moment, so she's got to see who she's got to push back here.
Yeah.
This is tough.
This is the manifestation of the
Oh, she had seal again, so now Ross is sealed. Ross doesn't have necessarily like major passives, but yeah.
But I know his S3 kind of raises everybody's defense, so that could be a real big problem against Mort in Last Rider Crown. Oh!
Selena's my favorite skill 1
Wow.
ever because the sound of it is so
It's
aggressive.
just like a stab?
It's just she pulls the hilt and she baps you with the hilt, and then you just hear the.
Ooh.
Super funny to me.
All right, Lilius is up.
And what she got here, so she can only dual attack here with. Ooh, good hit
Ooh,
there.
ooh.
The A-Ross barrier coming through, very big.
Wow.
Oh, I thought it blocks it. Oh, whoops.
You've made it this far.
Well, here comes another skill 3 though.
All right, here we go. Let's
It's not
see.
going to deal as much damage because Naqual is the highest attack, but it still does the CR pushback, which is pretty huge. So Kisuumi holding on here.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough though.
Oh,
I think the moment that Celine goes down, it's going to be troublesome.
yeah.
Ross is not getting a single turn.
Not allowed.
Poor Ross, dude.
No S3 for him.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that the Eros barrier isn't blocked by seal, but technically skill tree is, I guess, not classified as a passive.
Interesting.
Ah,
So
gotcha.
All right,
here comes
Mort.
Mort again. There he goes. We had 2 for 2 on Mort games here. Ooh, double hit.
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
Won the 50-50 twice. That's huge.
All right. Ooh,
All right, we'll see
who
how
are you
it's
gonna
coming out here. Yeah.
Oh, really going in on
really
the
really saying no, thank you, Ross. Here.
No, not loudly, Ross.
No
No,
more.
no playing. Oh,
It hits. Ouchie. Oh no.
I just didn't do too much damage, especially Nicole. But
wow.
alright, barely coming through here.
Ooh.
It's tough. You know, Nicole's gonna come in speeding through here, but I
Yeah.
think it's a little bit.
Oh, she just managed to scrape by with
Yeah.
that. Oh, here comes her S3 with
Yep,
the seal.
once more. And also, Celine doesn't have her vision anymore, so she
Yeah,
will be bound
does.
here.
Oh, there
I
she
swear,
goes.
this
She's
Celine's
bound.
200 F res. I haven't stripped a single buff.
Oh no.
Oh
Or
no.
landed a single buff. Oh gosh. Crazy.
Well, I mean, you've been landing those seals a lot for sure.
Yeah.
Now she is
Yeah.
sealed, so it's gonna be troublesome.
All right.
All right, going for the last hits here, really trying to push to that.
Here she is, silent.
Think Mort's gonna clean it up here.
Yeah, I think Mort might clean up here.
Yeah, there we
This
go.
off
Bam.
wall. Oh,
Oh, nice try.
And then we biking? Nope, no more bike. And then Ross can actually use a different skill this time.
oh.
Oh, let's see it. Oh, he does the soul burn.
Ooh, the
That's
soul
two.
burn.
And that's highest attack. Interesting. Celine doesn't have much high attack. Very interesting, actually. And that looks like the game.
GG.
GG. Good job, Kisuumi. Good job.
Thank
you.
That was a good way to go, Naru.
Yeah, 1-1.
Good
so,
job, Naru.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
I think that was everything for this match here. Nero, if you just to say for people participating, Nero, thanks for playing. Feel free to message me on Discord, and you will receive some Sky Stones for participating. So just come join us on our official Discord, and thanks again for joining us in our little draft mode. But I think that's going to be all the time that we have for today. So once again, everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Kisuumi, thank you again so much for joining us today on Orbis Overdrive. If you'd like to take a moment to, plug your socials, talk about where you stream and what and stuff like that, feel free to do so now.
Of course, thank you so much, Gimmick and Miiku, for inviting me here today. It was super, super fun, and I loved the conversation we had. And thank you so much for doing the draft mode. Can't wait for the new one to come out for the rerolls. But yeah, my socials are, you can find me at twitch.tv/Kisuumi, and then Kisuumi on Twitter, YouTube, etc. too as well. I usually stream from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. EST on Wednesdays to Sundays. Take a break on Monday and Tuesdays, but you'll see me playing a lot of different games. So yeah, come by if you want to just come and chill. Thank you so much again, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, and thank you guys for tuning in for this week's, or this bi-weekly.
Yes, Orbis Overdrive. We'll be back in 2 weeks once again with our next Orbis Overdrive and our next guest. It's crazy how quickly time flies by. We're already in February.
I can't believe it's February. I still feel like I'm stuck in Christmas time.
But I'd love to be on a sort of holiday, but kidding.
Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. It is your resident newbie, Miku.
And it's your guy Gimmick, and we will see you all in the next episode of Orbis Overdrive. So, for now, bye-bye.
Bye.